Both of Loki's grandsons are imprisoned by foreign rulers. Lübeck is under enemy control, while the foolish new King Knut IV is making a mess out of his wars, leaving the kingdom and also Loki in despair. It is needless to say, Loki is under a lot of pressure and stress, but when it comes to further warfare and helping his new King Knut IV, then he stands firmly on the belief that this man is a disaster and should be removed, hopefully sooner rather than later. It is indeed a time of despair, not only for Toge but also me. I think I tilted slightly in the last episode. I got a little bit annoyed by the AI, not gonna lie. The king had some horrendous decision making, and it's of course the AI. But I will still roleplay it as we already saw in the start of this episode, that Toge, he also thinks that his king is an absolutely bamboozling idiot. Basically. But the war continues, but we will be on the sidelines. We will be on the sidelines for this one. We will not really take part of it. There are more than one reason for that. One is, of course, that the king is an idiot. The second is, we will not win it. There is no way. Actually, there are two wars. There are two wars going on, right? One against Sweden, and the one that is an aggressive war for this tile down here in Valencia. I don't think he will win either of those, with or without our help. The other thing that we have to kind of remember is also our money. We are minus 50. Yeah, that is quite a bit, and it will take us some time to get it back. We only have 365 soldiers at this given time because, as we know, Lübeck is under enemy control. We can't really do anything about that. And we do not have full control over Fyn either. That is still being taken care of by our marshal. And I think I did myself a disservice, and also Toge did himself a disservice, because I think we should make sure that our council members are not really taking part of the war. At least not the best one of them. Someone like Balla here, he might be a fairly good soldier. Actually, he got 16 in prowess. In that case, I will allow him to do it. But someone like Donald here, let's see, yeah, he also got 14. He's also fairly good in wars. So I guess I'm wrong about this. What about this guy? He got 10. You know what? This guy, Joachim Karlberg, I don't think we want him to take part in the wars. We did lose a couple of guys in the wars, and we don't really need to. Honestly, we can definitely forbid some of them to take part if they are good in or is actually yeah. Look at that, 21 stewardship. We do not want to lose that guy in any wars. Absolutely not. So we will forbid him to do any more warring. We will not get him into any situation where he can get killed by our stupidity. Anyway, there is not really a whole lot we can do about the current situation here. We kind of have to wait it out, build up our two tiles again when the wars are finally over, and we don't know when that's gonna happen. We could also get attacked. Who knows? Maybe Jylland up here is considering attacking us right now because we are extremely weak. That means we could lose another tile entirely. You just don't know when we talk about this game. You do not know, and that is also fun. We do also have a perk. Let's make sure we take that. That's the Peacemaker. Okay. I mean, Peace Acceptance plus 10. That is making sure that we can win wars a little bit easier. But I don't think it got anything to do with the wars we are already in, because it's not our wars, it is our liege. The foolish king. So anyway, guys, I think we can just unpause, let the game run, and let's see what happens. Well, I'll let the game run very, very slowly here, as, I don't know, sometimes I just do that. There is another thing that I almost forgot about, and that is if we go into factions. Maybe you remember this from the last episode, but yeah, there is a faction against our liege. And it does look like it's gaining even more favor now. We are 124% in military strength now. This could get triggered you know, any moment, honestly. I think it's probably going to trigger after the war, but I do not know, because now it's 200%. Discontent when it actually... Oh, so the maximum is 200%. Can send an ultimatum at any time. I suppose it needs to be 200%. Now it's 132, so... And it is quite a few lords that are evolved with this now. Actually, a whole lot, actually. It is... Yeah, considerably a lot. Liberty faction. There is also a Liberty faction against him. That is... Who is this guy? Oh, that's the guy from Bornholm. Okay. But yeah, he's pretty alone in the world out there. But yeah, this might happen in the future. Which could be interesting. That could be interesting. While the enemy is right outside our doorsteps, again here on Fyn, we do have an event. I am visiting some of the peasants nearby. Well, honestly, that seems like a little bit dangerous right now with the 2 roaming armies just nearby, but whatever, okay. To better gauge how things are going in my realm. Or at least to pretend I care. Yeah. I asked one of them how they expected the next harvest to go. There is a nip in the air, the farmer says, in rustic dialect. Cold won't be good for my crops. Okay, so maybe it's gonna be cold. Not my problem, so good luck with that. So good luck with that. Okay, he probably wouldn't say that, to be honest. Don't worry, things will be fine, I promise you. I don't think he would lie to him either. Pray to God that nothing happens. Nope, he's not a man of God, so nope, it's not gonna be that one. I see. Let's hope the cold won't be that bad. Yeah, it's definitely the last one. That's what he would go for. So that's gonna give us 70% chance of getting prestige and 30% chance of... Because there is a little bit hope in it, I suppose that we could also get some piety for reasons. But alright, that's fine. Now, a little bit annoying about these 2 armies is they seem to be fiddling back from between Lolland Falster and us, and then back to Slesvig, and then back again. And every time they do that, they kind of stop me controlling or trying to control the county. So I have to redo it and keep redoing it. But it seems like they do go all the way back here now. Okay. But I will monitor the situation, but I still think, as we can see down here, 64% and 85%, well, not in my liege's favor or our liege's favor. Nah, he's gonna lose both of them. He might have lost the Swedish war already, actually. I don't actually see his army, so he might have been stacked wiped completely. To no one's surprise, really. What an absolutely idiot when it comes to warfare. Yep, there we go. That is one of the wars, and he lost some land up here in Holland. So that is one war done. We just need the next one to be over so we can actually gain our tile back from siege. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We do also have the partition or liege kind of event. Honestly, right now, I don't want anything from him. I mean, I don't really want anything from him. And I don't think that... I mean, it seems a little bit odd not doing it, because it's always almost a good thing to do. But in terms of role-playing, I don't see why Toge would go and make any partition or petition to the liege here. He don't really want anything from him. He don't want to have anything to do with him. He's, like he probably have said many times now, or I have said many times, he's a bloody idiot. So no, we are gonna just delete it and just let it be. Ah, finally. Defeat. So yeah, the holy war for the county of Obotriria. Yeah, it wasn't successful. To again, no one's surprise. He is paying 69 gold to the defender, which is I can understand why he's doing that. Now our war contribution was 2,477, which is 100%. Yeah, he cannot really hate us for that, can he? He cannot really... Oh, this is the other guy. This is the defender. He hates us. Obviously, he hates us. But, I mean, King Knud, he must like us quite a lot. Yeah, he likes us a lot. We hate him. He likes us. Minus 100 and plus 100. That is not something you see every day, is it? So, King Knud, so be it. We are done with that war, and we finally have Lübeck back. And the development will continue to grow back. But I think it would be advisable for us to actually try and gain control in our main tile here instead of on Fyn. So we will abort the task up on Fyn because not as important. We have more men, we have more levies, more money, and so forth down here. We want to control our county down here again, but already now it is looking already now better than it did before. Definitely a lot better now, but I don't think he actually lost much here. I mean, he's really weak. He only got 647 soldiers right now. And I don't know when it's gonna trigger, but let's just take a look again at the faction here. It's down to 71%. Apparently a lot of them actually left the... Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna keep in there. I'm gonna stay in there. And the discontent is now 213. So he could trigger it at any point in time, and it would trigger a civil war, I believe. I don't know if we need to press the demands or actually I think the Prince Herald here could also do it. But apparently he don't really want to do it, but I'm gonna stay in there. I'm with him. Oh, he left. No, he's still in it. He's just up here. He's just not shown down here. This is just the other members. But yeah, we're gonna keep in it and see what happens. But for now, again, it's about rebuilding. It's about getting our money back. We don't really have a lot of options on our hand here, except from just letting, time pass a bit here. So, yeah, good thing the war is over. Thankfully, it's over, and now we can look forward and hopefully for a bit of peace again. The worthless scullion Sven makes my blood boil. How could God see fit to curse this earth with Sven's beguiling wickedness? Is it said? Yeah, it is actually wickedness. No, it is obvious. He is Satan's kind. He is worse than both a putrid boil and ravenous locust. I think we have read that before, haven't we? I cannot stand the mere thought of breathing the say. Yeah, we have seen this before. I try to remember which one we have seen and which one we haven't seen, but sometimes I'm just starting reading them out and starting recording, and there we go. So, who is? Oh, it's what? Who is Sven? Oh. It's actually, okay, it's actually the duchy up here again. Oh boy, oh no. So I apparently he just don't like people of the Thrugot family. Which is kind of nice. But I don't really see why we would have anything against him. We don't actually. 47, 49. I think this event is just popping sometimes and then it just takes a random character, which is a little bit annoying. I don't think I want a rival, especially not someone that is so much more powerful than us right now. That would be a really bad deal, and I do think Toge can recognize that, what I'm saying right now, as a very, what should we call it? Reasonable thinking. No, I cannot let vengeance rule my life, and that's also how the further we get with him in age, he seems to also be settling down quite a bit. So I think we're gonna go with no, I cannot let this vengeance rule my life. But we do get 188 stress, which could kill us. Honestly, stress is equal death in this game, that is. Yeah, I think we need to do it. Otherwise, we could have a situation where that Duke Sven could actually just go out and attack us and take our tiles. And I don't really see how that's going to be any good for either us or Toge. So I'm going to go with no vengeance, no rule, and we are going to go into 2 out of 3 stress. We are so close to 3 out of 3 stress. But here we go. We are triggering the Haunted by the Past. Oh god. I sit brooding on my throne, my heart heavy with memory, mulling over things I did years and years ago. That's true. That is what he's doing. How often have I lashed out in rage? Has my wrath been well spent or misdirected? Have I ever truly done the right thing? Good question. I mean, that's a very good question. I don't know why you would be stressed about that. That's a pretty good question to ask yourself, isn't it? My head throbs. Why would God... God, he doesn't believe in God, does he? I mean, he is Catholic, but he's not very, God-fearing kind of creature, but whatever. Why would God task me with this ruling if he knew it would make me this miserable? Well, I don't think God got anything to do with that. It was kind of his own doing, getting himself to become a count in the first place. But That's just how the event is, right? That is just how the event is. Sort this. I am off to the whorehouse. I don't really believe he would do that. A stiff drink solves most problems. That is very likely. He would just keep drinking even more. He is already a drunkard from our last stress situation. I cannot make mistakes. I am a count. No, I think he would drink. I think this guy would absolutely drink. And it would probably solve a lot of his problems, just drinking it away. But it will definitely also make him subject to health issues, shall we say. Yeah, but let's go with that one, and hopefully it won't hurt him too bad. I actually didn't even see how bad it actually was, but we did lose a bit of stress here, but not a lot. Now, another thing that I didn't forget it, but I forgot to mention it before. Yeah, our grandchildren is still, in prison somewhere in Pomerania. I'm not exactly sure where they are, but they are... Yeah, I don't know where they are, but we cannot get them home. We cannot ransom them. They will not accept anything but money, and one thing we do not have right now is money, so we can really get them home, which is unfortunate. It is never a good thing to see a child behind bars, especially when it's your grandparents, and especially when you want to educate them, because right now they are not getting educated, so yeah. I mean, they are not far away. I think they are actually in this county right here, but still, we can't really get a hold of them unless we attack them, and yeah, let's be honest, that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? They don't actually have a powerful ally right now, do they? No, not really. So we could actually attack them for just getting our children back. But again, we can't really attack anyone without any gold. So nope, it's not really an option. We just have to be patient. And honestly, yeah, he's not a very patient kind of character, this guy, Toge. He's like bold. Well, actually, no. He is ambitious, wrathful, and brave. And if he had the money, he would probably attack this duchy right here. But not without any money. Oh, they are just having a laugh now. Valencia here is actually raiding us again. I will not allow it. I won't allow it. I will raise my armies and try to get rid of them. Like I said before, if they are anywhere near our size and they are starting to raid us, I will try and get rid of them, because it is extremely hurtful. It is extremely hurtful, these raids. So I will try and prevent this, but we need some soldiers. We do have them, and I think we should win this. We are having the better army commanders, we have higher quality, but we are in debt, and their commanders have more traits, apparently. Actually, do we have anyone that could be really good? Maybe the minimum battle roll plus battle roll here could be good. Fatality, friendly fatal casualties -25. That seems pretty good. And he also got reckless. You know what, Balder? You can take this one. We should be what? Oh, apparently we were the better one. Okay, well, I will defend my own lands here. Absolutely, we will do that. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully we can get rid of them without them actually doing any damage. Shiny pebbles. While taking a drink from a stream near my residency, I observe the colorful petty pebbles deposit on the riverbed. Okay. Oh, lose stress. Oh, wow, that's actually very helpful. And we also get some piety, which is not really helpful. There we go. We do manage to actually secure ourselves a victory here and not let them raid us, which is important. It absolutely is incredibly important. There we go. Being raided, yeah. Victory against them, that's really good. I mean, I would actually declare war if we wasn't in depth here. I would absolutely go in and try and get our kids back, or grandsons back from him, but we can't really do that. So we need to let him go. We can't really disband yet, which is annoying because we are losing money, but we need him a little bit further away. There we go. Disband. And there we go. That is dealt with, which is nice. We can petition our liege again. Like I said, we're not gonna do it. So, gone you are. But yeah, that was nice. Making sure that we wasn't getting raided. Oh, he's coming back. No, he is actually disbanding. Okay, fair enough. There we go. There we go. Let's move on. Rels are a fact of life in Danish culture. You know what? Maybe it was 1,000 years ago, but that's not really the case anymore. Thank you kindly, game. Lower human. Okay, yeah, okay. Lower humans captured from abroad or born of thralls themselves. They work our fields and care for our hearth. So in other words, slaves. In theory. Last night, one such slave decided he had enough and fled, taking an armful of vulnerable jewelry with him. What's worse, my knight Dietrich saw the thrall rushing into the dark and didn't think of tell anyone till the morning. Ah, you bloody fool, are you letting the slaves escape? I mean, I didn't even know we had any slaves, but... Thralls, sorry, of course, that's a whole different thing. Thralls is a... I mean, we are so... The Danish culture is so much better than anyone else because we didn't have slaves, right? No, we called them something else. We called them thralls. Ah, boy. Yeah, okay, so, Dietrich here. Terrible knighting. Send what is it called? Send a description to every village so we can find this thrall. Yeah, that makes sense. But here's the thing, do he actually believe in thralls? Yeah, he do. He do believe in slavery. He does. We are at a time, 1,000 years ago, he does believe in slavery, our main character, Soge. Yes, he do. Get my cloak, I'll hunt him down myself. No, we won't do that. Dietrich, or whatever your name is, this is your fault. So you can pay. Yeah, I mean, that's not unreasonable, I would say. You are forgiven, Dietrich, if these things happen. No, absolutely not. I mean, he didn't tell anyone until the morning. Are you absolutely... No, he has to pay. What is he gonna give us? We gain 150 prestige. Wow, that's a lot, actually. You lose 18 stress because you're wrathful. Yeah. Nice. And he pays 50 to us. Perfect. Oh, we are minus 81 now. What the actually? Oh, yeah, because this slave actually took some jewelry that was worth something to us. Ah, that makes sense. So we're actually not gaining anything. We're just getting back what was stolen by getting it from Dietrich. So we will form a rivalry against this guy. Sure. I don't care too much. He's not even Danish. Who cares then, right? I mean, is he a good knight? No, he's poor. He's not really any good. He's a covetous villain. Who cares about him, really? All right, there we go. Ah, yet again, we do have a perk to calculate. And it is gonna be the Galant trait. Well, we already have it, but we might as well just make sure that, you know, it's... I mean... We had this from the get-go of the game because I don't even remember picking it up, but I did have it and it makes sense to go down and actually take it also inside the game, not only as a character creation thing. So there we go, we do have the Galant trait for real this time around. Actually, is it gonna give us no, it shouldn't give us it twice. No, it's only there once. Good. Just making sure that it didn't bug out or anything, but there we go. But now when I come to think of it, maybe we actually do want to change into another focus here later in life, right? We are kind of moving in a direction where we are not really looking for martial lifestyle. And now when we do have the Galant trait, which was kind of a thing we had from the get-go of the game, that's why we went down that tree, we can definitely change focus to something that suits, you know, his age and also what he is becoming a little bit better. And I think maybe yeah, that's the thing. I don't really know. Maybe intrigue, actually. Torture, seducer, schemer. Not really. Stewardship, administrator, not really. Diplomacy, maybe. Diplomat, August, family heresy. I think he is definitely focusing a lot on family. It might not be any perks that we actually want, but in terms of role-playing, it makes sense to go down here and maybe take the family focus. We will be more fertile, but it won't really give us anything good. But again, this is not about playing it the optimal way, it is more role-playing, and he is definitely way more family-focused now than he ever was before in life. So we will go for family focus, and we will go down the family heresy when we do get another perk. If we do get another perk, who knows, we could die in just a day, so you never know. That was very pessimistic, but, you know, that's, you know, that's how life is. Sometimes you look at it the really sad way, and I just did that. Yes, Toge could die tomorrow, but hopefully not. So we do have an event triggering here, which is a little bit odd, but it is from a mod. It is the House Tradition mod that is the lesson on pride, right? And it is triggering while our grandson is actually not in our court. Therefore, just because, again, we are role-playing a bit here, I don't think we can actually do this. Even if I wanted to click here, I don't think it should be doable to do that while he is not with us in our court. Or at least, you know, not a prisoner. I think we need to go with Fröger should discover who he is on his own. So, unfortunately, but I feel like that's the more realistic way of doing it. And it's not like I am uber realistic mode here, but I do go by whatever I feel like is obvious, and that was pretty obvious to me. So yeah, let's hope that Fröger can still become a really good character anyway. And I think when we do have the money to do it, which hopefully soon that will be, we can release them. We need probably 20 gold to do it for both of them, but we'll see. We'll see. We want to release them and get our grandsons back. That's probably the most. Yeah, that is definitely what is mostly on his mind right now, Toge, I think, getting his grandsons back from prison. Time is actually flying by fairly quickly right now. I don't know how long it actually, from the last little session we had. We do get a council invitation, and we are also almost at the end of being in debt, which is really nice. I mean, those 50 gold took a while to get rid of. So hopefully we can soon get our grandchildren back. Now, Toge is actually, maybe sometimes I'm actually calling him Loke, but yeah, Toge is actually 63 now. Yeah, he's getting fairly old, and as you can see here, his health is also, it's getting poor because of all the drinking and also the stress level. It's not great, but I actually think, because he is still at stress level 2, we could go in and indulge in some drinking. We're gonna spend 150 prestige by doing it, but we do have quite a bit of spare in that department, and we would lose some stress by doing it, and I feel like it is a pretty good idea to do that. So here we go, another carb, and my shoulders relax a bit more. This is how I am meant to spend my time. To be sober is to suffer. Great. 24 stress, that's pretty significant actually. So we're going down to stress level 1 again, and that should help out a little bit with his poor condition in terms of health, but actually it still says stress level 2, maybe that will change. Oh, there we go, now its health is fine. I think that was worth it. I think that was actually very much worth it. And with that drink, I also feel like it is a pretty good place to actually end the episode. We might have 1 or 2 episodes left with Toge after this. I mean, I hope a little bit that is the case. And of course, next time we hopefully will get our money in and get the grandsons, like I've mentioned so many times. But it is very, very, very important to get them out of that prison, because otherwise, let's check up on them actually. See, Fröger, he's 13 now, and his numbers are not great at all. He's under house arrest, not great, absolutely not great. And what about his younger, what is it called, sibling here? Frende, he is, yeah, I mean, it looks like they're doing okay in there. None of them are sick or anything. None of them looks like they're gonna die anytime soon, so at least we have that under control, but yeah, it's never... Oh, look at that. He's actually cynical, arbitrary, fickle, and pensive. Interesting. And what about our player area? Is that... No, actually, this is the player area, isn't it? Yeah, Frenne is the player area. No, Fröger is the player area. Yeah, because he's 13, right. So he would be wrathful, diligent, just, and charming still. Okay, I mean, that's an interesting one. Yeah, sure, alright, okay, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little episode where it was, a lot happened, actually. We got out of the war, or, well, our king got out of his wars, we finally got Lübeck back under our control, and, yeah, it was an eventful kind of little episode here, and hopefully it will continue to be eventful, but, I mean, Eventful also means just things happening, not only wars. I'm not about the wars, really. It is just, hopefully, things are happening, interesting things, interesting people we're gonna meet and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up and I'll see you around next time.